second?
Motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, we are doing the pledge of allegiance. Can I ask everyone to stand to do the pledge of allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Mary Jane, can you do the roll call, please?
Mr. Nucci?
Present.
Ms. Donnelly? Present. Ms. Panico?
Present.
Mr. Workshop?
Present.
Ms. Marvelous?
Present?
Ms. Kennedy? Present.
Present.
Okay, are there any changes to the agenda?
Pulled some stuff off, but that was the other way.
And there was one addition under,
Yeah, at the bottom. of,
yeah, the audit.
Is that the one I just asked you about?
Yes.
Yeah, number 10.
Student activity fund report.
Right.
That was added.
I thought we didn't vote on that.
Yeah, that was,
Okay.
yeah, so that was just added, that was added.
Well, that's the extra classroom funds.
Yeah, that was on
Yes.
there.
This is the faculty, what are report,
Right.
for which she was quarterly to something.
Yeah.
Okay, so do we have any minutes to reflect on? No. All right, so we're jumping into, okay, we're bypassing policy, we're bypassing public comment. Okay, so we up to O, recommended action on financial matters. Or did we,
What about personnel?
Oh, we have to do, each recommended actors personnel.
Right after public comment on you?
Are you on the cheat sheet, is that why?
oh, well, I have,
Here's the new, that's the yard.
oh, this is the new one?
Yeah. Thank you.
All right, so, okay, sorry, we're working on recommended resignation and termination of leave of absence. I need a motion in a second.
Motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, we're working on Schedule 2, appointments, tenure, and salary changes. I need a motion in a second.
Motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, okay.
Will you second that? I second it.
Please second that. Okay, we're moving on to,
Schedule 3, Sharon saying, is there a schedule?
There's nothing on-
Okay.
There wasn't anything on schedule, right?
is there something on the schedule?
There is
All right, so then we're moving on to recommended action financial matters. I need a motion on a second for the treasurer's report.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I need a motion and a second for the appropriation status July 1st, 2018 through September 30th, 2018.
Motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
I need a motion and a second for the revenue status report on July 1st, 2018 through September 30th, 2018.
Motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, I need, yeah, I wasn't sure who did the motion on the second. Yes.
Yeah, but it's not listed on this one now. Probably just move it.
Yeah, it's better to do it this way anyway, than to do it this way. Taking a motion and a second on the overtime reports, July 1st, 2018 through September 30th, 2018.
Motion. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I need a motion and a second on the school lunch report, July 1st, 2018 through September 30th, 2018. All in favor? Okay, we're working on to consent agenda. We have claims, is that the claims order report?
You're gonna do each one separately, or you're gonna do it all?
Okay, so I'm gonna take a motion in a second, and then I'm going to see if anyone has any questions regarding what's on the consent agenda.
numbers?
Yeah, two for dinner.
All right, 2 through 24, there's any questions from the board?
Well, you got a motion.
I'm sorry, we need a motion on that?
Yeah, we need,
Okay, I need a motion in a second.
Second.
Okay, any questions regarding the consent agenda?
Nope.
Mark?
No.
Okay, so we're all in favor?
This is not the ones that were removed, right? This is just.
No, that's,
Okay, that's
yeah,
the next
the
one.
next one is
What was removed?
It's on the next thing. It's H.
H.
Item H. H, right?
What is it that we removed?
Is multiple.
Is multiple,
Yeah,
separate?
because- yeah, that was, the thing that Sharon added and a couple of other things.
Oh, so these were pulled from?
Yeah.
For discussion.
Right, I think these are for the discussion.
And voted on separately.
All right, so I'm gonna take a motion and second for items on the H, 1 through 10, and then we'll have a discussion. So do I have a motion and
sorry,
second on the
motion.
Second, all right. Questions?
Yeah. Okay, so, number 10 was added on by Sharon, so I'm not gonna speak to that one. The facilities we removed before, the meeting the other night, but now that, those are okay. I have no questions on those anymore. Correct, Linda?
Yes.
Right, so we can skip, I'm okay with,
Vote on two if you'd like that.
so 2 through, is it 2 through 5?
That's what it's like, 2 through 5, yeah.
2 through 5,
Wait, so these
I'm
are
okay with
position.
now, Mylan.
Why do I have 2 through 10?
It is, but I'm saying 2 through 5 is all the facilities, but then we made that decision the other night to, leave it go to the end of the year. So those don't have to be removed anymore.
Okay, so
So motion to approve.
motion to approve items 1 through 5,
Okay.
and now we have items 6 through 10.
No, we need to vote separately.
Yeah.
Just vote on
For 2
it.
through 5.
I only see
5.
5 is in the vote.
Yeah.
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 And then we'll talk about the rest.
So then we're gonna, okay, so do I have a motion and second for items? All right, so now we have a yay for 1 through 5? Yes.
Yep,
Okay, so now we're gonna discuss items 6 through 10.
right. Well, I'm gonna do 6 through 9, because 10 was not put on by me. So 6 through 9, I wanted to, I brought this up in the other day. I don't know if I can even talk about this.
Really?
Yeah,
No,
so,
so,
so
It's legal guidance.
we can,
right.
Can't talk about that.
what we could do is we can,
Table?
table this till
Can we
after
table
the
that?
executive session, right? So
Right.
a motion to table,
All right, motion to table items 6
6
through
through
9.
9, and then 10, Sharon.
So that leaves us one left, which is the student activity fund.
And I'm okay with
Did
that.
anyone do the motion to
6
table?
through,
Motion to table.
Second.
okay.
All in
Please.
favor?
Okay,
Aye.
thank you.
Okay, so then the only thing left here is the student activity fund.
Yes,
So-
this is for the faculty that we're going to use for the clubs.
Was this on the last,
No, it was
just added today?
I know it's under removed, it really wasn't removed, but it's new.
Yeah, the reason that we look under the rules is because we already have all the consent ones, and we're just adding this, so I didn't want it to be in consent without everybody knowing it.
Okay, so Sharon, after reviewing the report, I mean, obviously I didn't see it.
Right, so,
Okay,
I'm okay with it.
Okay, so then I take a motion and second for item 10 on the agenda.
Motion?
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so we're moving on to Board of Education committees.
Well, I know Mark has a question.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What is the athletic show?
I mean, I have.
That's a club where the high school students reach out to sometimes the middle school and elementary level and sort of just boost morale with the sports program and how things are done by positive.
How long has it been around? Because when I didn't know about it when I was coaching.
What's the name of it?
Sharon, I'm sorry.
Athletes Coming Out has been around for a long time. It's actually, the kids apply, and they have to have been on a JV or a varsity team. And they go down to the elementary schools and they teach lessons to our elementary students about being a good citizen and being.
So they go to the elementary, not community, right?
Mostly the elementary. Yeah.
Around how long?
Oh, a long time. The whole time I've been here, so longer than 5 years.
Just wanted to double check. Yeah, 20.
20 years.
So we're moving on
It's a long
to
time.
2020?
Good try.
Yes, long time. It's very positive.
Yeah, I actually saw it a few years ago when we went to our last excursion, very nice to see that. Where?
Discuss if we wanted, discussion. Because to do reports right now doesn't make any sense. But to do
Yeah,
discussion about what happened the
I
other
don't know if
night.
we're doing reports.
Discussion will have consensus made by,
So then how do we strike out that in? We want to put it on a discussion on this. That was carried over from last meeting.
no, it was carried over, so phone call.
Discussion, you can just continue.
Sure.
Yeah, discussion, you can just.
But it wasn't actually on the agenda to start with. We put it on the table and we took the consensus. So how do we go into it now?
The consensus to go for a five-member board.
Oh, okay.
And we had that consensus,
Discussion.
we had that consensus that the board needs to move
Forward on
Now someone had asked.
Well,
for-
originally-
What to talk about is
Originally,
discuss it.
Are we talking about that?
No, I mean, I'm speaking.
Well, I just didn't know if we were saying.
So, the board member had asked to put it on
Right,
hold until we discuss it next
Right.
meeting, this is the next meeting.
yeah.
So I want to know why we agreed to consensus to go to the five-member board. And Mark, you asked to hold it.
Well, originally, way back, we agreed to not do a five-member board, so we had the first consensus, and then we changed it the other night because,
Because we talked about the public.
well, because you
I just felt it
we
was
wanted
right.
to throw it out there, so I wanted,
So,
yeah.
So that's why what I'm saying to you is, we
Because-
all agreed not, I remember the conversation, we
I'm
agreed
glad
not
you
to
did
have
it
it.
here, but
Well, also a little bit after, we tell you twice. So now it came up again, this is what I'm hearing, it came up yesterday.
right. I think
I
they
was
were
like-
here, or they were here anyway, that's when I came up.
That's fine.
Yeah, it was discussion.
Sitting
It was
what
discuss- it
I
was
heard.
It was discussed.
I think we should discuss it executive before we.
It's not executive session
We can
discussion.
discuss that.
No, it's a public session discussion. I mean,
Do you
there were
think,
some board members that wanted a seven-member board, we put it on the ballot for a
Right,
seven-member
that
board.
changes.
Right.
That's changing.
So.
That wasn't done when I was a board member.
She was done. Okay, but it was done.
I have somebody that I would like to put in.
Well, I mean, we can't do that.
What I'm saying, we're gonna have a session time with us.
But it's, no, we're not doing it. The superintendent's doing it. We got
You're not
nothing to do with
choosing a
it.
point.
Actually,
Wait,
I don't know.
here's how it works. I'm sure it's there. The superintendent, she publicizes for a fifth board member. People that she brings to us, we don't bring them to us.
We don't, okay, so people apply to Linda.
Then people
Linda, can you
apply to
explain
Linda.
People
So
apply
the
to
only thing that, the directive that I got the other night was that there was a consensus to put out a help wanted ad for a fifth board member who would take a seat through the board vote, which is May 21st, just to fill the vacancy, just a help wanted ad. So that doesn't actually obligate you folks to appoint anyone. It's just to see if there's actual desire out in the community to serve on the board
Okay.
for about 5 months.
So we have to agree on, the four of us have to agree on what.
So they would apply to Mary Jane. She would put together the packets of the applications and give them to you folks. You folks would then decide if you want to interview all of them, none of them. You decide that these people would work well with you and
I'm
want to
fine.
move forward.
I'm fine.
But
I
they really
just thought it
basically
was
have a
just
5-month tenure.
I explained to you, I just thought it'd be a waste of time. We have enough problems agreeing on certain things that fit them right now, and for us to agree on a person.
Would be difficult. But I think maybe you want to see, I mean, I
I'm
had
fine with it.
consensus to
Like I
see
said,
who
that's
would be
what I
interested. So I just need to know if I'm moving forward, that help wanted ad was written.
I say no, but if they want to, that's one, I think it's a waste of time.
So are we doing a revote? Because we did the first vote, and now then the other night we did a second vote, so would this be a third vote?
I didn't know we were voting again. You just wanted an explanation of why we did it.
I actually, I'm fine with it. Just, life is good.
Because we had a consensus, and then we changed the consensus, and so I want to know if we're changing it again.
No, just, he asked for an explanation, this was an explanation. Are you
I didn't
changing your
ask for
mind
an
again?
explanation, I told them,
Oh, I don't know what you told them, I only know
I
the
didn't
email.
I didn't ask for an
You said-
explanation.
You asked.
I said this shouldn't have been done without me, I had an emergency happen. and I felt like it should wait. That's what I said.
Yes, so she's addressing it
So I
now.
thought we're bringing it up now. If
Yes.
you're asking me to
You
vote
said-
on it now, my answer is no. If you're not letting me vote on it, you don't have to vote on it, because that's the way it is, Patrice said something.
Well,
I
you
get
said
it.
it's okay, now you understand it, that's.
Yes, and I understand it, I don't agree with it, but that's okay, it is what it is, I'm not gonna be, we go to the next one.
Well, if we're voting, then I'm gonna vote no too, because I don't think we're gonna agree on a person. I think it's gonna cause more drama and controversy.
I don't, can we,
Can we,
How do we do this now?
so once something's already
Way
voted
past
on.
this.
But it was voted the first time way back.
Oh,
It wasn't
Before
voted.
you were here. Yes, it
No,
was.
there was
Yes,
no
yeah,
public
no, we did.
consensus.
We had a consensus to
Not
not,
a public.
yes, because we had 90 days to either,
Because it was all in front of it.
we had, the lawyer actually explained us all our
And she
options.
actually said to us, don't worry, you don't have to do anything. And we all said, okay, we not.
Lisa, I think, yeah.
We need to ask Lisa if that could be rescinded.
Rescind
If
it.
the
and
Then
consent
we'd have to
was
rescind the
Yeah.
first vote from way back.
Or whatever you, I'm fine.
No, I don't even think we could have voted the other night because we didn't rescind the first
Okay,
vote.
so I'll run that by Lisa.
Yeah, she should be here any minute,
Yeah,
so we
and
can
then-
find out.
and
And
then
we would
we'll
have to
table that.
rescind, have to vote
And,
to rescind.
you know,
You have to vote to rescind the first vote.
Correct.
But maybe we'll look at, someone has to go
Check the minutes.
all the minutes to see if we had a consensus on the first vote. And,
That would have been done
in
in
executive
July, I
session.
guess.
July.
No, that was done in public.
No, it wasn't because we had, she did
No, it was done.
legal advice.
She gave it publicly, and she
It doesn't matter.
She gave the
Fine,
options
let's
I don't
find
know
how
out
to
and
fill
move
a
forward.
fifth board member. Lisa explained in public how that process works.
Okay.
So I don't recall if there was actual consensus on it, but it was information provided if we chose to fill the
Okay,
seat.
I'll look
Can
back
you
in
go
the
to
minutes just to make sure.
It might even be in the first meeting in July, if not second.
That's what I'm thinking, that would be,
Had to
It
be.
would
right?
have been, yeah. It wouldn't have been a reorg, I don't think, but I think we discussed it on July 20th. It was definitely a discussion
No, I
item.
want to say it
At
was
the
a
reorg
reorg
spot?
because we had to address the resignation of Grable. And then that's when we came into Lisa explaining the options of moving forward. So I'm pretty sure 90% it would be on that one.
Yeah, but we did get consent to put out a health audit. We would have to rescind that consent if the board so wanted to vote on.
That would be at the
rescinding
next
that.
board meeting. Once you find out about.
Yeah, because we don't know if we could rescind the first one.
There was never a vote really on the first one, and
I think, I'm gonna go check my videos too, but I believe that there was a consensus I got.
I don't know if it was a vote, but I know she asked us what you want to do, and we just said,
No.
that's the way it is.
yeah,
Right, that's a consensus,
that's true,
right?
but
I don't know if that's considered a vote, technically, I don't know what it's considered, but whatever you guys gotta find out, find
Okay,
out.
we'll find out what Lisa, she should be here in a minute. Okay, so let's move on to Board of Education committees. I don't think, I know facilities one, you and I are sitting on that.
Yeah, we have a meeting with Jack this week.
Yeah, we have to give her a date, so that's
Whatever
good.
Jack's-
All right, cool, so, oh, she didn't tell her, yeah, we're back.
She said that she go with
Okay, I'll check my calendar then. So, any other committees anyone sat on? Okay, superintendent of schools, would you like to share?
I have a lot, but it's such a small audience, do you want me, it's really all about the full sports and how wonderful our kids did, as well as,
That's the next.
I'll save it for next time, and the Veterans Day celebrations, which were always amazing.
Thanks.
I'll hold on to that.
Obviously, we have two administrators here. Okay, Bob or Sharon, you have anything to share?
Good.
I've been trying to contact the school lunch consultant,
Yes.
and it's been a back and forth, and she wrote back to me yesterday, the day before I started the first one. And she'll be getting back to me tomorrow, and then she'll finalize proposal.
So when you, Mylene and I talked, we asked about that being in that, what was the name? Consortium right away though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Do you think that's looking positive?
I have to see what she says to me, so it's certainly going to be flexible.
What she explained to us was great.
Yeah, it's great, like, we just have to.
I almost got the impression that she kind of wanted us to hit the ground running if that was
Yes.
something we were interested in
Me
doing.
too.
Yeah, I know.
So with her going ghost on us, it's not
I
really
know.
helping the process.
And we had such a good meeting that night.
She
Yes,
was.
She was very informative, so I'm a little concerned.
And she seemed excited to have us.
And I'm anxious to see what she has to say.
It was a positive first meeting. I
Yes.
thought. Bob is good, so any Board of Education reports? The only thing, Lee, do you want to talk about the addict or not? I mean, we did see that together, we didn't spoke about that publicly. So about 2 weeks ago, Lee and I went to Creative Ministries. We were invited by the Network Cares Coalition. And the name of the play or performance was called Addict or Not. And I have to tell you, within the first 5 seconds, literally,
That was kind of like,
it was very powerful.
that was the most powerful super things I've ever heard.
Yes. So there was a 5 people on stage. The person in the center was wearing her lab/doctor coat. She has the clipboard. She's writing notes, and she goes to the first person and she says, "How did you die?" And it gave me the chills when I heard about this. One of the other things that I thought was a very powerful question was, if you could go back to Earth, what would you do to change? What would you do? What would you change? And the one kid, I don't remember what that, whatever it was, but we'll just say we use cocaine. And the kid said, well, I wouldn't use cocaine. And she's like, no, wrong answer. Go back to your choices that led you to do that. That's the piece you want to go back to change. Gail Santos was helped sponsor this play or presentation, and Lee and I were so impressed by the message and by what was put together that we've asked that she put it together for us at the high school. So I think she told us within months' time we'll be able to have this performance at our high school. That's the impression I
And maybe bring some of the classes to the middle school. And maybe bring some of the classes over to the playhouse to actually see something like that. Because now they're taking out this high school or middle school environment and going to a play. It's a totally different atmosphere. To see something like that.
Yeah, I think she mentioned that she did bring it to the middle school, that she would,
Right?
but she would take some of the pieces out. Because one of the things that she was very concerned about, was that there was a mother who knew her child was drinking and always, she wasn't condoning it, but she was being understanding and sort of accepting of the experience. So that would be the one piece Gail would take out, because you really don't want to give that mixed message. Other than that, everything else will stay intact. That's what I have.
Well, they went to the Addict. We were at our conference.
Went to the conference. Went to the NISBA conference. Very, very good, actually. Learned a lot.
What you learn? Some examples.
Well, we basically talked about the policies. Also with coaches, that we do a lot of things. I don't know what to discuss, but we do a lot of things now, right? And we have to change.
Oh, we've been doing that for a while.
So that was a big class, and that was something I would look at and I said, this is when they sell a sweatshirt, coaches, it has to go to us.
I know, but we
But
talked
we
about that.
talk even a sweatshirt
Yeah.
or even, it was just.
T-shirts, remember the whole T-shirt, you were here for the T-shirt episode?
The thing is, we try to make it happen for one sport, and I think we need to do it for all.
That's not true, that's not true, that was not a direct report.
I'm not saying, I'm just trying to
Just tell you what.
understand.
No, I'm telling you, but I'm telling you what we did last year to correct that, because we found that going out.
Okay, listen, I don't get a volleyball team sells sweatshirt and stuff, I see everybody does this. We need to stop everything. We need to stop it, we're supposed to stop everything, that's what I was basically getting to.
Yeah, selling sweatshirts is different than donating sweatshirts.
Well, back to the conference.
They're not
There was also an
supposed to
expo.
Not when they sell them.
No,
Yeah, he's saying
When they sell them.
you're not.
It's supposed to go through the Ministry of Health, which is supposed to be an organization that we approved and we have, like, they understand our policies.
Okay.
I can't hear you.
The checks get written out to to the school.
Not necessarily.
But isn't that what he said, basically, you want to check the Board of Education?
If they're,
And then
if they're actually
they buy the
donating.
product.
Correct, if they're actually donating.
Right, that's what happened with, Mr., the
Well, and it was a great experience,
But
that's
no,
really
no.
what I was getting at,
But
we
this
had a
is a
good
good
time.
discussion item, which I'm.
We'll do it another time, I just wanted to talk about how much it was enjoyable. Very enjoyable, a lot of fun, and I don't want to debate about it, like, all of that. But it was a
We
lot of
also went to
fun.
the expo and they had a lot of,
Oh,
the different
right.
vendors there.
Buses,
They had a lot of,
I got little bus
Companies.
trucks,
yeah, a lot of those.
thank you.
That was great. They had, Mark was talking
The
down
turf
the other
guys,
end, and they had these movable microphones, so I grabbed the microphone and said, Mr. Washoe, please keep moving. It was a lot of fun.
Good experience.
Linda took us to some events that were amazing. Thank you for that, Linda. I had a good time. I want to do it again. You learn so much. When's the next one?
No, actually, this is
Oh, wait,
all-
you did talk about that national one.
There was a national one in April.
There's so much to learn. Like, it was so amazing the things that you can learn and bring back.
I did not know that question.
No,
Rochester is the New York
but-
one. I don't remember, we did look it up,
Was
but
it
I don't
Philly?
remember one now. It was
I think
Philly.
it was Philadelphia.
It was Philadelphia, right? Did we say Philadelphia?
Yes, it was in Philly, that's correct, in April.
And you have to do that before January something, he said. Otherwise,
Yeah,
you pay more.
Yes, sign in early.
Can we put that on an agenda? All of us should go. They're really great. Huh? Yeah, I made coverage. That's what I feel like. This time my daughter just started it.
I'm in perpetual welcome, so just kidding.
I will look into that and
Just
Thank you,
say,
Lynn. And Linda, you'll be joining us on that too, right?
sure.
Linda gets the good stuff. She gets the good tickets, so the good stuff.
Okay, so we're doing,
I know we went away and we had a good time and everything like that. I think we get $65 a day to spend. No disrespect, we need to change that policy. Manhattan to eat lunch, it's like,
You could eat, don't they have the food inside?
no, we went to a dinner, I mean, the dinner was great and everything, but it was just fish.
I know that.
It was good, I'm not saying it wasn't good, but it wasn't nice. I like to sit down and do that.
So,
For a man
I
like
still,
Mark,
I still went
I
next
gotta
dinner, I'm not
say-
saying I didn't go eat.
What would
Just
you
think
do?
$65 for a day.
I don't, especially in like in Manhattan, there's no way.
Look
I
at
mean,
it.
breakfast,
The
I got a
cabs
small
alone.
little muffin, and that was $5, but the muffin was this tiny.
We need to change that policy.
you guys are not familiar with the city, because I would have gave you back $30 in change.
Well,
I
God
would have
bless
head
you.
over to Chinatown, I would have
God bless you, I'm
had,
not going to Chinatown.
pork
I
bun.
wanna-
We
I wanna-
stayed in the general
nice
area, I
place.
wasn't walking
I
all
wanna-
around.
And I couldn't even have a drink, well, I did have a drink.
well, that doesn't,
But
no,
it's
no.
not until I
Right.
understand,
Yeah.
but I am a man. When you go out, you have a deal with your dinner, it should be, I'm just telling you what I think.
I don't think that's legal.
oh, that was the
It's
most.
not
To have
legal
the-
about it.
In your
If we make
policy,
it
I actually
legal.
believe it is legal, we made it in your policy.
Well, why not?
But I'm not sure that in this climate and culture right now would be such a smart thing to do to change to that. The
Well, I
other
don't
thing
think you should have
we need
30
to,
drinks, I'm not saying.
no,
Oh, God,
we
no.
need to realize that if the policy changes, it changes for everyone who goes away.
Yeah, it should
So
be.
when we send all of our administrators to the different conferences that they attend, when we send our teachers to conferences that they attend, when we send our bus drivers to conferences that they attend, it would increase the expense for the district for every single person.
But if you still would put a cap on that. Like, so if it was $100, say you raise the meal
No,
cap to
but
100, that includes that alcohol,
There
like,
may actually be a legal limit to what this is because it becomes a gift of public funds. So I have to find that out from.
I'm just saying, for him it would have been, he would have starved to death if you didn't take us to those other events.
And I actually, on my own, I think it's expensive, but I'm just saying, if we're going away from the board, like we do, we're going away from
We're
the
learning,
schools,
bring stuff back.
And even if I'm not on the board,
Right.
somebody else, they should be able to go in and have a meal, 3 meals, and they'll eat. If they want to get a snack, God forbid you want a snack, whatever. It's just $65, it's just a laughing matter.
They have a couple of meals there upstairs.
Like, the one
I just
meal
got
was
done
just,
saying.
it was raw oysters, that was not happening to me, so I didn't eat that night.
Please, should have came, you would have found out exactly what they had.
I know, that's why-
You know, They didn't have that, I'm telling you, I'm a man, I'm sorry. I want a steak, I want a lobster.
Tony's gonna do it.
I don't blame you, I'd be laughing too, I want to eat good. No, I'm just saying, we're going away, learning all day, stuff.
Hey, they got a pretzel and a hot truck on every corner.
I'm taking away
For
from-
$6.99, you got
I don't want a hot dog from the
You got a
corner.
lamb sandwich.
I don't want a hot dog from the corner. I don't do
And then we
that
didn't
at
learn
home.
anything because we'd be in the bathroom the whole night.
I'm taking time away from my house, my family, and I'm not getting paid for it. I do it because I want to do it. But I also want to eat the way I normally eat.
I don't know about eating too much, but
Well, look, there's a lot of love.
I can feel you, man, I can feel you.
Tony, can you meet on $65 in Manhattan, 3 meals?
I don't want to get involved in your, it's a very important discussion, I do not want to have
I'm just
any
not trying to
input.
make it a really big thing. I just think it should be grateful. But whatever, I had a great time.
I probably
I will say this,
Then I had a couple
we
good
get,
dance
when we
moves.
send our CTA people away, we pick up the tab, we get, we used to be 75 a day, we've upped it to 100 a day, but I do not permit them to buy any alcohol on our tab.
Okay, that's reasonable.
And they're a private corporation.
What's that?
We're a public corporation.
Right, but
So-
no, I don't,
No,
I
understood.
don't disagree with the
I just
alcohol
need to put
Yeah,
that.
no, but I always try to keep it
Public
reasonable.
funds.
Yeah, that's, I mean, that's a good
Because it's
policy.
my
I'll
members
take you
want
into
it,
the
so I
city.
try.
I don't want to go. I don't want to
You'll
get
be rolling
Chinese.
out of there with $30 more in your
I
pocket.
don't want to. I want to be able to do what I want to do. That's how I live.
Hey, Tad Steak, $12.95, I've been selling it for $12.95 since I was a kid. Tad's,
Yes.
one of 44th and 7th.
And I don't worry about it.
I don't even know where we were, I grew up in the 50s somewhere.
And I'm not talking about
Right, so you gotta remind again, just so you know.
Fries anybody. She knows me to anybody.
You too, Sharon, you can have a beer or more.
Not 6, 1 or 2.
And Bob, you can have your wine.
I'm not
There
worried
you go.
about it.
You're allowed to have a
Alcohol
glass
is
of wine
what
with dinner.
I mean, a glass of wine with dinner, I don't.
And you don't get charged for wine?
I'll buy you
I gotta
six.
go away.
He's a man, so.
You don't have
your
Anyway, are we good?
None of us.
Yes, all right, are we doing a public comment?
No, none of
Well,
us.
nobody else has a contract?
Nobody has a contract.
We're good?
Public comment.
Any public comments?
I
Okay.
have a lot.
All right, so if anybody would like to have a public comment, so if anybody wants to bring something to our attention, I'd love to hear about it.
Anybody have a snow scraper in their car? Like,
I think my daughter took one,
I can
Tony,
still
so I
afford
don't think I
that.
have one.
Yes, you too.
So I was at Tuesday night's meeting, and I know it had ended an emergency situation. I'll just bring it back to the bonds, because that's where we were, and not to revisit the Discord. Has there been a decision? Are we putting that out in February? Are we putting it out in May? I know there was discussion that we wanted our 4th member to be here to make that decision. Is that something that's going to be discussed in executive, or
It's not an exec session,
you're doing it publicly? Are we revisiting that? Is that one of the things that is still, is this like a continuation of Tuesday?
No, we'll be visiting that in December.
yeah, December.
We're doing it in December. Okay, so other things that were on Tuesday night's agenda, all of the personnel actions have been completed.
That's all
Yes.
that.
Everything has been done as far as that's concerned. Okay, and everything else has been tabled. Because I know we have no legal here tonight, so I know that there are contracts that,
Contracts were all approved. There's about 4 items that are still on the consent agenda that the board is seeking legal advice before they vote on, but everything else on the agenda has been approved as is.
okay, and nothing else was discussed with the attorney as far as negotiations.
She's supposed to be here to talk to them about that exact, but she's in bumper slippery traffic right now.
I'm sure. Okay, I just wanted to know what the continuation was, because it's been a process that we would all like to move along.
Absolutely.
I'm just bringing that out there.
Thank
Okay,
you.
thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so I think we're adjourning this meeting.
Exactly. Exactly. See, vice versa. As she was, I can, you guys a motion on it? Okay, we should be here by then.
All right, so, okay, so then I need a motion and a second to seek the advice of our counsel on contract contract negotiations and, and other legal matters. I need a motion and second. Second, all in favor? Aye. That's a
Need a
motion.
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 I'll
Lee,
take it.
second.
Lee, second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, moving back into public, I need a motion and a second.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
Okay, so we are,
We're voting on consent agenda for
Items,
items 6 through 9, right?
6 through 9, yeah.
Okay, so I
Oh,
need a.
where is Eileen?
Well, she's out. We can do it, there's three of us.
Oh, yeah, we do.
Okay, so we have a motion and a second to, vote on
items
6
6
through
through
9
9
on the
on
consent
H.
agenda part H.
Correct.
Motion, why don't you just talk about the contract?
Yep. So I think we did our motion and second, right? So all in favor?
Yes.
Aye, okay. All right, now the motion and a second to move into executive session to discuss, negotiating contracts with legal counsel. Motion,
Motion.
second, all in favor? Aye.
Aye.